My husband plans to poison me. I need to make a plan. I've been married to Jeremy for 7 years, and that all changed one night when he came home drunk and smelling like my best friend's perfume. I knew he cheated, and that killed any love I had for him. After I confronted him about his potential affair, he denied it. Then in his drunken mess, started talking about all the different uses of cyanide and how it's used to poison people. I told him that I was uncomfortable hearing about this, and that only made him speak faster and say, once cyanide enters your bloodstream, it causes headaches, dizziness, rapid breathing, a sped up heart rate, nausea, vomiting, anxiety, and confusion, quickly followed by painful heart failure. I asked him to stop again, and he went on saying, it can also be used as a colorless liquid known as hydrogen cyanide. In fact, when cyanide salt is mixed with water, it produces an even higher level of toxicity. He glanced down at my water glass that was half full. Funny, it could be in your water right now and you wouldn't even know it. I responded, Jeremy, please, you're freaking me out. He quickly got up and stormed off as if I was the one to blame. I stared at my water, lifted the glass, and smelled it. It didn't smell like anything, but cyanide is odorless, isn't it? That night I told him that I was coming down with something and thought it was best if I slept in the guest bedroom. I locked the door, but I still couldn't sleep and faced the door all night. The next day, I told him that I was divorcing him. That sent him into a wicked spiral of madness. He bashed his fist through the walls, then slammed his head through another wall. I left the house as quickly as I could. He called me over 1,000 times, begging me to reconsider. I was the one paying for our lives ever since he lost his job as a chemist. I have a high-paying job, and Jeremy has enjoyed living off of it. Those days are done. A week later, I walked into the house to get my stuff and saw Jeremy. He had prepared a 3-course meal with my favorite red wine. He smiled at me and said, I've been doing some soul searching, and I realized that I want to make things right between us. Let's just forget the past and move on. Look, I made your favorite, chicken marsala. The first thing I noticed was that my wine had a darker color. I asked, are we both drinking the same wine? He said, yes. I then said, switch wine glasses with me. You drink mine, I'll drink yours. The rage in his eyes filled up quickly. He grabbed his wine glass and hurled it against the wall, smashing the glass into pieces. He yelled, you have never trusted me, and I find that the most despicable thing about us. So what? I cheated once. You've probably done it 1,000 times. I hadn't. I was loyal. Probably shouldn't have been. I asked, is there cyanide in my wine? He hesitated. I continued, if there isn't, you would have no problem drinking it right now. I stood up, carried the glass over, and offered it to him. He tried to reverse it on me and said, if you have ever loved me, you'll drink it and prove to me that you do in fact trust me. I boldly said, I don't trust you at all, but I will if you drink it and prove to me that it's not poison. He grabbed me by my neck and slammed me up against the wall. I started choking, gasping for air. He enjoyed watching me suffer way too much, and in that moment, I saw the man he truly was. I reminded him, I just want to remind you that my brother's a cop. He will know it's you. This stopped him. He quickly left. I didn't hear a word from him for a month, and that's about how long it took for the lab to test the wine and find out that it had been laced with massive amounts of cyanide, enough to kill a buffalo. Jeremy tried to murder me. After I told my brother about what had happened, he said that he would handle it. I knew not to ask him any questions. A month later, I saw a news report that said, local chemist found dead after hitting his head on a tree during a skiing incident. I asked my brother if he knew anything about that, and all he said was, no idea what you're talking about.